So, what's up?
What's up? What's up? What up? Yo, how's it going? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on? So, today, I was hoping to get to this last night, but I didn't get to it, obviously. This video is going to be probably a 2-dayer. Luckily, tomorrow, I have off work. So, I did mention in the last video that by this weekend, I wanted to have a rolling chassis on the Hondamatic. So, got a lot of stuff going on today though, so it's probably going to end up being a 2-day ordeal. So this video probably won't come out today. It'll probably come out tomorrow or the next night or whenever I get around to it. This video should actually be pretty fun though. I don't know if you guys enjoy the soothing relaxation of the polishing and sanding and that sort of stuff, because this video is going to have none of that. This video, which is usually the type that I get excited about, is going to be starting the assembly. What's up, all you wonderful people?
The worst motorcycle ever made.
Alicia in the chat. Appreciate
Everyone in line.
Here we go.
Oh! There you go.
All right. So if I want to get this bike on a rolling chassis by tomorrow sometime, then that's going to include putting the tires on. But before I can put the tires on, I got a lot of stuff to do, and I was hoping I got some of that done yesterday. Didn't happen. So let's see. So first of all, in order to get the tires on, I got to get the front forks on. To get the front forks on, I got to replace the bearings in here. So I picked up a bearing kit from All Balls Racing. These bearings have been in the bike since 1977, so we're gonna go ahead and replace those. The old bearing races are still in here. I left them in for powder coat, so or at least the bottoms, the races. So I'm actually gonna have to relieve this area around so I don't crack the paint when I pop them out, but there's gonna be one on the top and one on the bottom, and then I'll be able to fit the new bearings in. The other trick is, once you get those out of there, then I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that off and the new upgraded one put on. And I don't have a press, so not sure how I'm gonna do that. But once I get that done, then I can throw on my top triple that I did in one of my previous videos. I could throw on our new sick headlight and put on the new back shocks, whatever. So tons of stuff, and hopefully it's time to get these fatty wheels put on. So this wheel, in the last video you might notice, kind of nervous about, because I don't know if this 150 is gonna fit in there. So my plan is to, I know the front one will fit. The back one, I'm actually going to probably throw on the stock wheel for now. And by throwing on the stock wheel, then I can, throw on the brakes and all that stuff and check clearances before I go through the trouble of putting the 150 on and find out later that it was a waste of time because it doesn't fit. Hope that doesn't happen. I really like the look of the 150, so I'm hoping that works. So yeah, I guess a realistic scenario, if I can get all the suspension done today, tires tomorrow, and then put them on. So, time to get to work. The first thing I'm gonna do is take these old races out, and I'm going to relieve this area around the top of it. Like I said, it was powder coated, so if I just pop that out, it's probably going to crack the paint around it. So I'm just gonna use the Dremel, relieve the edge a little bit, and on the bottom, it will be a little bit easier because the race is gonna fit up inside there. Success. Success. Very nice. So I got the old one off. That was off of the bottom triple anyway. That was pretty easy. Pretty easy to get that one off. So I'm just gonna clean this up, grab the races, and throw them in the freezer. All right, so I got the new races and the lower triple in the freezer right now, and trying to get them to shrink. I got a heat gun, and what I'm gonna do is very easily just heat this up just to get it a little bit warm, because every little bit of heat is gonna make this expand slightly, making it easier to get these races in, and that's the hardest part. So cold in the freezer to shrink those, and the heat on here to expand them. So if you do it right, they should go in fairly easy. The bottom one is kind of a pain in the butt just because it's underneath. The other thing of this kit, just to make sure that the bearings are going to match, what you want to do is you want to measure the height of the old setup, and you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to pop a couple of these bearings in, and so you can get an accurate height. And then so the new bearings, they come with a couple different thicknesses of bottom washers. Typically you're going to use the thinner one, not the thicker one, but basically you're just going to match them up and check the heights. So you got the seal on the bottom, which I popped on. There's the washer, and this is the closest match that I have. It is slightly taller, but I'd rather be slightly taller than shorter, because you want to make sure that this bearing seats in the race that you put in. So if you do have any leniency, you want it to be slightly taller, if not the exact same. So the thicker one would be too tall, and then the thinner, and then no washer is going to be too low. So that's going to be the closest that I have. So I'm going to go heat that guy up with the heat gun, and then grab my races out of the freezer, throw them on real quick, and see if we can get them in there. All right, I double checked that the race matches the bearing that I'm gonna put in, and it's gonna be face down, super cold, and it goes in there. Pretty easily. Awesome, that worked out good. Now we'll put in the top one. Uh-oh, this one's a little bit tighter. Sweet, it worked. It looks like it's seated all the way, and it's as far down as it goes. So now I'm gonna grab my lower triple, and I have assembled thin washer, seal, bearing. These are gonna go on the bottom. All right, super cold, right out of the freezer. Nice. Now the bottom washer is not moving. Looks good. I got my seal on the right direction. Bearing's good. Now time to fit it in the bike. On the top, and this will just set in there. On the top, I believe we should have the washer, seal, or sorry, bearing seal, and then smaller washer, and then this is going to be your cap that goes on top. All right. So I've got the bearings all greased up. That's it. Worked out pretty good. Now, throw on this bad boy, which don't think that has a washer. This goes, look at that. Nice. Sick. Super happy about that. So now I can put on the forks, put on the headlight, all that stuff. Fits perfect. Thank you, All Balls Racing. All right, so D2, I had to cut it short a little bit yesterday to get ready for the live stream, but back in action again this morning and hoping, like I said, to get this into a rolling chassis by today. Here's where I ended yesterday. Pretty much just got to get some new spacers made. These mounts, because I like the headlights sitting back more, I'm not going to use these mounts. I'm going to use these. So I'll probably just cut off, you know, make that look a little bit more presentable or whatever. Situated the forks to about the height that I'm gonna have them. Next is getting my swing arm on, and I'm gonna mock up the rear tire just to check how much spacing I have between the shocks and all that stuff to see if this Monster 150 is going to fit or not. Hopefully it does. I'll get that swing arm on. There's a couple things I'm gonna have to clean up just to make it fit from the powder coating. There's a couple areas that may have gotten some paint that probably shouldn't have. Yeah. All right. Something feels really wrong about putting dirty parts on a clean motorcycle, but I gotta make sure all this fits before I put the back tire on the rim. Oh! Going to have to clean that up a little bit. Good deal. little bit of powder coat inside there, and yeah, I'm gonna have to try to get that out. It's going in a little bit crooked. This one went in fine. These are of course the shock mounts. Yeah. So I was just trying to put it in by hand because I definitely didn't want to mess up any of the threads that were in there. It's something soft, just like some powder coat. You should be able to wiggle it back and forth and try to get the threads cleaned out just by hand, because you don't want to mess up the threads that are already in there. Here's my shocks. Gonna look pretty good, I think. It's got a variation of different bushings you can put in. Hopefully it should fit. And the one thing I noticed is it does not come with the bottom bolts. So I'll have to see if I can find those off of old shocks, which I'm sure they're just sitting over there. There we go. Set those over here. And it did come with a little spanner, so for adjusting. Nice. All right. Yep. Just another one of those times where wish I was a lot more organized. I did find some bolts that are going to work temporarily. Now, tell me that wasn't sketchy. Was able to get the wheels on by myself. What I need to get is I need to get a center stand. That would have helped out a ton. So now I can make some measurements on the back tire. I can compare it to the tire that's in it and the 150 that I got. Got the tires on, got everything mounted up. So now I can check all my clearances. And I would just want to verify measuring clearances compared this tire compared to the 150 that I got, and it looks like I'm gonna be pretty good, but I just want to double check. The reason is I don't want to go through all the trouble putting that tire on this wheel if I'm just gonna have to take it back off. So it's gonna be tight, probably mostly right up in here. You also have to consider that the tires do expand, but I think it's gonna be good. I got plenty of room on the shocks, and looks like I got plenty of room on the chain. And the only issue I think I'm gonna have is this brake stay. So there's an arm that goes from here up to the swing arm. There's an arm that goes from here up to the swing arm, and that helps your brake drum stay in place. And I think that's gonna be the tightest spot. I definitely am probably going to have to make some sort of alteration on that, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Really psyched. Just gotta get some actual bolts for here that are gonna work. Just got some other ones that are fitted. And then I just threw these on just for fitting, and yeah, excited. At least I'll be able to roll it out today. I don't think I'm gonna get the new wheels put on, the rims and all that stuff today. I did say by the end of the weekend I wanted a rolling chassis, so it'll probably roll. Leave a comment, leave a like, hit the bell, subscribe, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. I appreciate everyone for watching the video, and we'll see you soon.